What I love more than anything about the Harry Potter universe is the diversification of spells. Personally, I don't have a favourite spell because there are just so many. I've also found myself liking different spells more than others at different times. One minute, Fiendfire is my most liked spell. The next, I'm fascinated by how the Cruciatus Curse works, and I think for me, that highlights the beauty of J.K. Rowling's creation. We are always interested in learning more. In today's video, I'm going to give you all an insight into two of the most interesting spells I've come across throughout all of the books, Sectumsempra and the Fidelis Charm. These are two spells that really have depth and substance to them, and I'll be providing a detailed explanation of both, starting with Sectumsempra and finishing with the Fidelis Charm. Welcome back to the world of Harry Potter, everyone, and please enjoy today's video. Okay guys, so as I've said, I'm going to start with Sectumsempra. Now I know it's probably not the greatest thing to say about such a devastating piece of dark magic, but this is one of the coolest spells ever created. Not because of the fact that it seriously harms someone, no, but in the manner that it harms them. Sectumsempra lacerates the victim with huge slashes across the torso and face, as if someone has used an invisible sword. So deep are the slashes, the victim normally hemorrhages and dies from blood loss. I don't think many appreciate just how deadly a spell this is. So powerful is the dark magic within this curse that the slashes can easily, successfully strike an inferi, the undead animated corpses that are normally insusceptible to attacking magic. Sectumsempra was created to seriously harm its intended victim. The wounds cannot be mended, stitched together, or in any way healed. Such is the level of dark magic flowing through the spell. It was created by Severus Snape during his Hogwarts years, and really shows the advanced level that Snape was at for such a young age. Can you imagine Harry Potter creating such a spell in his Hogwarts years? In fact, spell creation never even came into Harry's head. Now you might counter that argument and say, well, Harry was a little busy fighting an evil dark wizard, but that's even more so of a reason to create a new spell. Anyway guys, back to topic. It says a lot about Snape's ability to create such a simple yet powerful curse. Now I definitely feel the spell was created for a reason, and not just out of experimentation. In the potions book, Severus writes, Sectumsempra for enemies. So it's clear that the spell was created to combat his enemies, and if you're no stranger to Severus Snape's early years, then you'll know he had an enemy or two, in particular, that this spell would have been perfect for. An enemy by the name of James Potter, and an enemy by the name of Sirius Black. Two boys that constantly harassed him for the entirety of his school years. Now, I know he wasn't on great terms with Remus Lupin or Peter Pettigrew either, but I just don't think that the animosity was high enough with those two, especially from Remus being quite reluctant to participate in such antics. I do believe it's safe to say that the Sectumsempra spell was most likely invented with James Potter and Sirius Black in mind. Now it's clear we're all aware just how devastatingly harmful a spell it is, and we're all aware of the fact that the wounds can't be healed as I've mentioned. But Snape is a clever individual, a really clever individual. He's not reckless enough to create a spell without a counter curse. Vulnera Salentur proactively reverses the effects of the Sectumsempra curse to the best extent possible. For maximum effect of the spell, the incantation has to be repeated 3 times. Firstly, slowing the flow of blood to prevent death by exsanguination. The second, to clear residue and begin to heal the wounds. And the third, to fully knit the wounds together, although dittany has been applied to prevent scarring. The best and only example of the spell being successfully used was when Harry Potter had a confrontation with Draco Malfoy in the bathroom at Hogwarts. Harry had grown increasingly suspicious of Draco's actions, and followed him, where he discovered his rival in a highly distressed and emotional state. Draco and Harry fired shots from their wands back and forth, until Malfoy was about to use an unforgivable curse on Harry. Which curse is unknown, but nonetheless he was going to seriously attempt to hurt Harry, until Harry quickly overran him with the Sectumsempra curse. The resulting effects of the curse really shocked and horrified Harry, as he watched Draco hemorrhage blood from the gaping slashes in his chest and face. Malfoy would have certainly died had Severus Snape not intervened and saved the boy with the Vulnera Sanitor counter curse. The knowledge of the curse lay only with Harry after Snape's death, as the old potions book was hidden in the Room of Requirement. As for whether Draco heard the curse's incantation is unknown. Now, next up we've got the Fidelis Charm. This is one of the most difficult and complex spells in existence, but it is ironclad in successfully protecting crucial information, as long as the information is not revealed by the spell's secret keeper, the role of which I'll explain fully as we go on. Now, the Fidelis Charm is part of that grey area known as Old Magic. It's extremely powerful and one of the most ancient spells in existence. The spell is used to conceal a secret inside an individual's soul, and the witch or wizard who houses the secret is known as the Secret Keeper. A dwelling whose location has been protected by this spell is then invisible, intangible, unplottable, and soundproof to anyone who does not know the secret. Now, the Secret Keeper is the only person who can reveal the information. Anyone else with the knowledge cannot reveal it under the spell's protection, even if they tried with all their might. They can't speak it, can't write it, can't hint it, nothing. Such is the power of the spell. When the charm is initially cast, one can choose more than one person to be Secret Keeper, though it is unknown if there is a limit as to how many people can carry the same secret in this way. Once the Secret Keeper dies, all the people who have learned the secret from them will now become the new Secret Keepers, meaning they can now, if they wish, choose to divulge the information. If the Keeper has chosen not to reveal the secret to anyone, so meaning they are the only Keeper, then the secret rests with them forever. Once the secret has been implanted, the only method for another to learn it is for the primary Secret Keeper to divulge it to that person directly. It cannot be discovered any other way. Additionally, the disclosure must be completely voluntary, as methods of coercion such as Veritaserum, Legilimency, the Cruciatus Curse, or the Imperius Curse have no effect on the charm. There are extreme cases where unintentional loopholes are created to get through the spell. The example I'm about to give seems to have highly unlikely odds of ever happening again, and that's Yaxley discovering 12 Grimmauld Place. The house was under the protection of the Fidelis Charm, and being used as a base of operations for Harry, Hermione, and Ron. After Dumbledore's death, the Death Eaters evidently became aware of 12 Grimmauld Place's approximate location, knowing that Harry had inherited the property from Sirius Black. Despite watching the gap between numbers 11 and 13 when on the lookout for Harry, the house remained invisible to them until Yaxley grabbed onto Hermione Granger's arm, while she, Harry, and Ron Weasley disapparated away from the Ministry of Magic to 12 Grimmauld Place, where they had been hiding. Because Hermione, along with everyone else who knew the house's location, had been rendered Secret Keeper by Dumbledore's death, she inadvertently took Yaxley past the protections of the Fidelis Charm, which granted him access to the property even though it was against Hermione's will. And guys, with that being said, those are another two of my favourite spells, Sectumsempra and the Fidelis Charm. So let me know in the comment section below what your favourite spell is between them, or do you think that they're too different to be able to be compared against each other? Let me know in the comment section below. Have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support. Everyone, notifications of uploads are more important than ever, so please, if you haven't already, turn those notifications on to make sure you're notified the moment my video goes live. Making videos is what I love to do, it's my dream and my passion. However, it does cost time and money to produce this content, so if you have $1 to spare to support me on Patreon in exchange for some exclusive unseen content, then you can click the Patreon link below or at the end of this video. Please only support me if you can afford it. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at InstaDNJ and on Twitter at Folklore. Check out my other videos appearing on screen, and please make sure, most importantly, to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again everyone, and please have a great day.